Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all my fellow friends and Dr. Rizwana binti Muhammad Yusof. In this video, we would like to present about value chain analysis, and the company that we have choose consists of Starbucks and Air Asia. We hope you will enjoy this presentation video. Before that, I would like to introduce my group members consists of 4 students, which is Ahmad Khalif Firdaus bin Ahmad Khairuddin, Najha binti Muhammad Shukri, Qatrun Nada binti Aziz, and my name is Muhammad Hafiz Muhammad bin Muhammad Baruddin. So, let's proceed. So, what is value chain analysis? Value chain analysis is a means of evaluating each of the activities in company's value chain to understand where opportunities for improvement lie. Value chain analysis is the process of looking at the activities that go into changing the input for a product or service into an output that is valued by the customer. Companies conduct value chain analysis by looking at every production step required to create a product and identifying ways to increase the efficiency of the chain. Hence, it is a way to visually analyze a company's business activities to see how the company can create a competitive advantage for itself. Next, we move to the history and the purpose of value chain analysis. Back in 1985, Michael Porter, a Harvard Business School professor, introduced a basic value chain model in his book. He identified several key steps common among all value chain analysis and determined that there are primary and supporting activities that, when performed at the most optimal level, will create value for their customer, such that the value offered to the customer exceeds the cost of creating that value, resulting in higher profit and more competitive advantage. The purpose of value chain analysis is to increase production efficiency so that a company can deliver maximum value for the least possible cost. If a company can create efficiency by analyzing one or more of the 5 primary value chain activities, it can gain a competitive advantage and boost profit for their company.
Next, we will discuss the advantages and the disadvantages of using value chain analysis. First is the value chain analysis can help to identify the core competency and activities for the organization. The organization is able to identify what is the activity that can generate value for their business, and thus they can focus on their activities and allocate the suitable amount of cost to conduct all those activities and create cost advantage. Second, value chain analysis is a standardized process where in each type of the activities, it has its designated activities where it is a repeatable and measurable chain activities that the organization can use in making their product and deliver the best value to their customers. These standard, reliable and repeatable activities help a lot to cut down on overall operational waste and inefficiency, as it uses the same process for all of their product. Third, value chain analysis can give a better product planning and research and development for the organization. The organization can form a cross-functional team to plan, develop, deliver and service products with an emphasis on program performance, cost saving and product quality. This enables the organization to more successfully plan and implement simultaneous projects while controlling its resources allocation, cost and scheduling. Lastly, value chain analysis can make the organization to make different for their competitors. Through a comparison of the organization activities with their competitors, the organization are able to focus on the customers' perceived value of the product and services, and able for them to evaluate the differentiation strategies, for example, the product features, pricing for enhancing the customer value. Next, the value chain analysis disadvantages are its lack of data accessibility, where for a long-term strategic decisions, it may require the information on changes in cost structures, market price and capital investment that may not readily available for the organization to analyze it. Second, value chain analysis can make the organization to lose its sight of the bigger picture strategy, because value chain analysis is focusing on the detailed activities for their production process, and it fails to connect each activity in the chain, which it makes it easy to lose sight of how the activities connect. Lastly, it is difficult to estimate the cost, revenue and asset for each value chain activity. This is because there is no scientific method that the organization can use to estimate cost for each of the chain activity, and the organization need to do a lot of trial and error for them to identify the real cost of each activity. Next, I will pass to the next presenter to present the next point.
Now, I will explain to you guys the activities under value chain analysis. There are two activities which are primary activities and support activities. First, we will look at the primary activities. Primary activity is important for companies that use value chain analysis because it contributes to the physical creation of the product or services offered by the company, and this helps the company in competing with other industries. There are 5 categories under primary activities, which are inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and services. Let's look at the inbound logistics first. Inbound logistics is primarily associated with receiving, storing, and distributing inputs to the products. It includes material handling, warehousing, inventory, control, vehicle scheduling, and returns to suppliers. The most common system used for inventory to achieve efficient inbound logistics is just-in-time system. Second, operations. Operations involve all activities associated with transforming inputs into the final products. For example, machining, packaging, assembly, testing, printing, and facility operations. However, to achieve competitive advantage, the company must creating environmentally friendly while producing the products. Third, outbound logistics. Outbound logistics is associated with collecting, storing, and distribution the products or services to the buyers. These activities include finished goods, warehousing, material handling, delivery, vehicle operations, order processing, and scheduling. Fourth, marketing and sales. Marketing and sales is an activity that is associated with purchases of products and services by end users, which are customers, and the inducement used to get them to make purchase. It includes advertising, promotion, sales force, quoting, channel selection, generations, and pricing. And the last one, which is services. Services is an activity that includes all action associated with providing service to enhance or maintain the value of the product. For example, installation, repair, training, parts, supply, and product adjustment. Now, I will pass to Khalif to explain to us about the support activities.
Thank you, Nada, for the presentation earlier. Now, we continue with the support activities. Support activity is either the add value by themselves or add value throughout the important relationship with both primary activities and other support activities. Support activities consist of 4, which is procurement, technology development, human resource management, and general administration. First, procurement refers to the function of purchasing inputs used in the firm value chain, not to the purchase input themselves. Purchase inputs include raw material, supplies, and other consumable items, as well as an asset such as machinery, laboratory equipment, office equipment, and buildings. Second, technology development related to the product and its features supports the entire value chain, while other technology development is associated with particular primary or support activities. Third, human resource management consists of activities involved in recruiting, hiring, training, development, and compensation of all types of personnel. It supports both individual primary and support activities at the entire value chain. And lastly, general administration consists of a number of activities including general management, planning, finance and accounting, legal and government affairs, quality management, and information systems. Administration typically supports the entire value chain and not individual activities.
Starbucks is one of the companies that use value chain analysis in its management. So let's take a look at the value chain analysis of Starbucks. Before we go into more details, let's go through the background of Starbucks first. Starbucks is known as the most successful companies in the world. Starbucks was founded in Seattle, Washington in 1971 by Jerry Baldwin, Gordon Walker, and Seth Sickles. Starbucks' mission is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, one neighborhood at a time. Now, let's continue with our main objective is to look more details on the primary activities of Starbucks. First, inbound logistics. Starbucks was choosing the highest quality of coffee beans, which is the green or unroasted beans. It directly supplied from the farms by the Starbucks buyers. Then the beans stored in storage site for roasted and packaged. Second, operations. Now Starbucks have operated in 65 countries all over the world. Starbucks has more than 21,000 stores internationally, which includes Starbucks coffees. Third, outbound logistics. Starbucks did not really have an activity under outbound logistics actually because there is no or little transition with other retailers because Starbucks only supply to their company as they want to protect their brand from being imitated by other sellers. Fourth, marketing and sales. Starbucks did not focus in too much on marketing because they invest in superior quality products and high level of customer services. They can produce loyal customers from provided good services to them. And the last one, services. Starbucks provide a very good quality service to their customers. It's because Starbucks aim to build customer loyalty through their services. Starbucks also offered to their customers a highest quality of coffee beans to them. One of the Starbucks objectives is to be the leading retailer and brand of coffee in each of our target markets by selling the finest quality coffee and related products and providing each customer a unique Starbucks experience. Now, I will pass to Khalif to explain to us about the support activities of Starbucks.
For procurement, this involves procuring the raw material for the final product. The company agent traveled to Asia, Latin America, and Africa for the procurement of high-grade raw material to bring the finest coffee to its customers. The agent established strategic relationship and partnership with supplier, which is built up after reconnaissance and communication about the company's standards. High-quality standards are maintained with direct involvement of the company right from the base level of selecting the finest raw material, which is the coffee beans in case of Starbucks. For technology development, Starbucks is very well known for use of technology not only for coffee related process but to connect with its customers. Many customers use Starbucks store as a makeshift office or meeting place because of the free and unlimited Wi-Fi availability. Furthermore, Starbucks also developed an app so that loyal customers can collect points to receive benefit and contactless payment. For human resource management, the company committed workforce is considered a key attribute in the company's success and growth over the years. Starbucks employees are motivated throughout generous benefits and incentives. The company is known for taking care of its workforce, and this is perhaps the reason for a low turnover of employees, which indicates the great human resource management. There are many training programs conducted for employees in the setting of a work culture which keeps its staff motivated and efficient. And lastly, for general administration, this includes all departments like management, finance, legal, which are required to keep the company's store operational. Starbucks' well-designed and pleasing stores are complemented with good customer service provided by the dedicated team of employees in the green aprons. Next, I will pass my presentation to Najiha.
Now, let's move to AirAsia company. AirAsia as value chain is a part of a larger value system in the industry that includes companies at the upstream, consists of supplier, or downstream, consists of distribution channel or both. Manager at AirAsia needs to see each of the activity as a part of that value system and how adding each activity or reducing each activity will impact the company's value chain. So, for the first primary activity is inbound logistics. AirAsia is running a new and more fuel-efficient Airbus A320-200 plane, which has replaced its fleet Boeing 737-300. The restructure of this inbound logistics can maximize the profit while at the same time minimize the cost of the company. AirAsia also utilizing sophisticated technology by using artificial intelligence and machine learning with 24,000 of sensors where it can analyze the data to fix the flight more faster in order to reduce downtime and to avoid flight delay. For the second primary activity is operation. AirAsia is a low-cost carrier and it is self-automation where it gains a lot of information resources. The company adopting and utilizing its information resources so well. AirAsia strategically adopting a 25-minute turnaround for each flight within the short route. Less time on the ground and more time in the air means AirAsia get the most of every flight through high aircraft utilization, lower costs, and maximize the resources they have. All these tremendous achievements through information resources have stick and enhanced the company and sustained its competitive advantage over its competitor. Next, for the third primary activities is outbound logistics. AirAsia use most of their operations online to facilitate their customer. Hence, AirAsia has provided online ticketing for their flight where customer can purchase their flight ticket by online. It can reduce downtime, easy for customer, and more systematic for collecting and storing the data. Furthermore, for outbound logistics, AirAsia has provided in-flight service including a meal, beverage, merchandise, Wi-Fi and internet for their customer to increase the value of their service. For the fourth primary activity is marketing and sale. AirAsia has a strong brand name. Nowadays, marketing has a significant impact on any organization's sales. So, AirAsia do advertisement by sponsoring many shows or programs to expand their brand name. For example, AirAsia is a former sponsor for a famous football club which is Manchester United, and sponsor for World Electronic Sports Game. Most importantly, Chief Executive Fernandez himself wear AirAsia official red cap and t-shirt in almost every official function for marketing purpose. For the last primary activities is services. In every industry, there are different options for customer, so each industry tries to provide a special service to retain their customer. AirAsia also recently presented Go Vacation, the airlines on the online program where visitors can book vacation offers on the internet in real time. It also provides the promotion rates of ticket through the online advertisement and through the smartphone applications. AirAsia provide online service that bring together air ticketing with resort reservation, car rental, and journey package after the flight trip to retain their customer.
For procurement activities at AirAsia includes activities that are undertaken to purchase inputs that are used by AirAsia's value chain. It doesn't include purchase input of themselves. Purchase inputs may include raw material, supplies, machinery, laboratory, equipment, office equipment, and buildings. For example, AirAsia partner with Brahim's Foods for in-flight meal culturing and upgrade quality working hour and purchasing self-check-in machine. AirAsia Human Resource Management support activities include recruiting, people planning, selection, training and development, skill assessment, hiring and compensation at both business unit level and corporate level in order to produce a quality employee. Technology development at AirAsia includes activities such as field testing, feature design, process engineering, component design, and technology selection. For example, AirAsia implement contactless check-in service so that passenger can boarding plane without printing a boarding pass and queuing at the counter to print boarding pass, and it could save time. For general administration, AirAsia consists activities such as quality management, finance and accounting, legal service, planning, and general management. Firm structure activities at AirAsia supports entire value chain through the scope varies that give AirAsia is a diversified company even within the industry. For example, the finance and planning at the AirAsia are managed at the corporate level, while the quality management, accounting, and legal issues are managed at business unit level.
Next is the suggestion for the improvement in value chain analysis. First, the organization need to widen their focus. The organization need to focus on the demand chain as much as the supply chain in the traditional supply chain analysis. Not only on the organization distributors and retailers, but also the people who say things about their product, service, and business need to be included in the analysis. Second, the organization must recognize the outside world and the effect it can have on the success of the value chain. They need to know what are the requirements for the regulatory, political, social, and infrastructure systems that are needed to support the operation across the value chain. Lastly, the organization has to look to the future. The traditional value chain analysis has been criticized for focusing on past financial data in allocating the cost for each value chain activities. However, business needs information about both the present and the future to be used to support the decision making in evaluating, improving the performance and managing the risk, and to emphasize the value creation in the value chain. In conclusion, value chain analysis is a useful technique that the organization can use for adding value to their product or services so that they can meet the expectation of their customer needs, and thus the organization can gain the competitive advantage in their industries. That's all from us. Thank you.